Stephen A. Smith joins us now, and Stephen A., the world of sports commentary we live in, we don't often have a kind word for those who lose, but I don't know how Boston could have done anything but earn everyone's respect. I just am curious, before we talk about LeBron and Cleveland moving on, if you have a final thought on what Boston showed us this year.
Profound respect for the greatness of Brad Stevens. He's the best young coach in basketball. One of the top 3 coaches in basketball right now. Deserves a lot of credit. This kid, Jason Tatum, is something special. It's something special right now. And Boston is definitely going to be standing in everybody's way within the Eastern Conference when you consider the fact that Kyrie, along with Gordon Hayward, are coming back. Game 7 was an aberration. It usually is. The big boys show up, and sometimes when you're as talented as you are and as much guts and hearts that you may have, you might not be ready. Terry Rozier has been somebody that's been incredibly impressive throughout this postseason. He shot 2 of 14 tonight, 0 for 10 from three-point range. Pulled the John Starks. You look at Marcus Smart. We know how tough he is, tough as nails. Okay, he shot 1 for 10 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point range. That's 3 for 24 shooting from these guys, and 0 for 14 from three-point range. It doesn't get much worse than that, and that's certainly not something that you were counting on coming into a Game 7 the way that Boston had looked in Games 1, 2, and 5 in Boston. So you look at them and you recognize that they're just special coaching, special athletes, special young Lions, and you know they've got a superstar that'll be on the court with them next year in Kyrie Irving. The sky's the limit.
I'm with you. And special doesn't begin to describe LeBron James. And, man, you've been at this for many years, and you've spent many mornings having conversations about what he is and where he fits in the grand scheme. And this, what does this add? And this is just a fun note, Stephen A. He played all the minutes in this game. This playoff game, it's the 235th in his career, okay? The last time he played every minute in a playoff game was the 10th, back when he was a youngster. You know, now the hairline is slipping backwards for him, and he's played all these minutes all year long. And tonight and what he did, where does it land for you?
Well, first things first. It's most important to point this out, Scott Van Pelt. I, of all people, am in no position to talk about somebody's hairline. Let's just get that out the way right now. I can't talk about anybody's hairline, okay?
Obviously.
Having said all of that, that's right. Having said all of that, I got to tell you, you know what? He's number 2 on Mount Rushmore in the sport of basketball in history. He's that great. He's the best player of this generation. And I think regardless of what you see on the court from him in terms of his abilities, the number one thing he should get credit for is his conditioning. This guy is in phenomenal shape. He constantly brings it. It's a rare moment when you see him tired. It's back page news when he's tired, for crying out loud, because it's so rare that you see him looking exhausted. And if we owe him anything, when you talk about a testament to the great, great athletes, the great basketball players that we've been blessed to watch throughout history, the number one attribute we always have to give them, Scott, is that they never cheat us. That somehow, some way, they're the marquee, they're the headline. You know they are, they know they are. And every time you go to the arena, they just don't let you down. And that's LeBron James. That's really what this comes down to. He's elevated himself to that stratosphere. 35, 15, and 9 tonight, a near triple-double. It's Game 7. We saw that he was tired in Game 5, looked a little tired and hurt after Game 6, and somehow, some way, in a span of 48 hours, he gumption up this stuff right here. Yeah. Jeff Green contributed, of course. Tristan Thompson contributed. J.R. Smith, all 8 of his attempts with 3-point shots. He hit 3 of them. We get all that, and they play collective defense, and Ty Lue deserves a lot of credit himself for the exceptional coach he has proven to be, because ever since he's been their head coach, they've been in the finals every single year. But you can't take anything away from the greatness of LeBron James. He is one of the greatest we have ever seen, and my God, are we going to miss him when he is gone. He is that special, and we can't take it away from him.
No, and I'm with you. Enjoy it while we got it, because when it's gone, we'll go, man, we actually tried to minimize that. We actually tried to try to turn it into something else. I mean, just enjoy what it is while we got it. Stephen A., we'll enjoy watching you tomorrow morning. You'll have this and another Game 7 out west to talk about. We look forward to that. Thank you, sir.
First take. Don't miss it.
Talk to you, Stephen A. See you.